Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this Asian woman who called the husband, a black man, fat, ugly, bad in public. But before we continue this video, I'm going to tell you that the link to this video is in the comment section. I did not stitch it because the video it's copyrighted. So click the link and go see for yourself. A lot of people in the comment section are all laughing and thinking that this is another passport bro gone wrong. And then I am going to start by saying that I don't know how people do it, but maybe in some cultures, some people try to tease and all that, but there are some things you tease people out in public, and there are some you don't do. Calling somebody calling somebody or a black man fat, ugly in public and bad in public, I think that is very disrespectful. And the man is trying to tell her that when are you going to learn about my culture? So it means that the woman has not even learned about your culture. You have not taken even time off to let her know about your culture, how you people behave and the rest of it, and also talk about the history and the rest of it. And then this woman is all acting like she does not care and all that. And a lot of people are even calling the man out, and probably the woman is also thinking man, I don't even take you serious, or something, like you left your country or to come to Asia to look for, because they always they are going to look for a submissive wife, someone that is not combative, someone that is not masculine. They are always looking for a doormat, and I guess he found something else instead of the doormat he was looking for and all that. I mean, I'm just gonna roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I actually want to know what you think about this, because I just don't even know where to start from. So straight up, I am just rolling there.
That's disrespectful, especially when a woman says that about the man that she's with.
Now, y'all know that if it was a black woman saying all that stuff about him in front of her friend, he would have been gone. And probably got on social media and called her argumentative, masculine, or disrespectful. But since this is a woman of a certain skin color, hair texture, and comes from a certain country, and speaks a certain language, and has a certain accent, he's going to sit there and baby her and try to explain to her that what she said was rude. Make it make sense.
My question to you is, when are you going to learn about my culture?
I find videos like this to be funny each and every time, because we as the American women that y'all want to avoid so bad keep telling y'all that y'all not ready for what y'all think y'all want. Y'all think we fucked up over here? Have you really seen foreigners interact with one another? My grandmother is Japanese from Japan. My grandmother will look you dead in your fucking face and tell you some god awful shit about you. See, y'all think because she's small and she's not loud and she's petite that she won't go off on you. Those the ones that y'all gotta watch out for the most. African women. I've seen African women talk to their boyfriends or their husbands crazy. I've seen Spanish couples argue. Okay? I'm telling y'all. Y'all got a sweet over here compared to what some of them men have it over there. For my black men, y'all also too have to understand how racism works over there versus how racism works over here. They can get away with a lot more shit over there than they can get away with over here. See, Americans are so sensitive, so even the slightest bullying can get you in trouble, whereas the overseas, it's not the same. Like they say, don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to, okay? Save yourself further heartbreak and save those women the troubles of having to deal with y'all as well. But also to leave us the fuck alone, because we not second choice options. Just get your shit together. That's the answer.
And give you an example. You call me fat and ugly in front of people.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to learn this the hard way, but I learned pretty young. Black people just need to stop dating outside of their race as if racism is just over. As if it's only white people that's racist. These motherfuckers is like this all around the world. And it's crazy because she's saying this shit right in your face. and you think it's about disrespect. No, this motherfucker is racist. Like, why would you even explain yourself? Our ass would have been dumped right there. But this is what happens when a man don't got confidence. Y'all will try to over-explain shit. Try to figure out what's going on. Try to change people instead of changing the people you want. Fuck this motherfucker. Y'all need to let these people figure out they racist shit before y'all be so comfortable with being with them. You don't have to learn the hard way. Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
My question to you is, when are you going to learn about my culture?
So for me, this is a dub moment. And this is, what's a dub moment? A dub moment in life is when you're given all of the indicators and the clues and the signs that you should get your ass up and leave and go somewhere else and feel appreciated. But you stay, you sit, and you just, that you just soak up all the pain and the anguish that someone or something, it could be a job, is giving you. In this scenario, which is kind of stupid, she's called him ugly. She's spoke about him in a foreign language that he does not know, or either he's learning, to someone he doesn't know. She's disrespected him deeply, and it's on a racial thing, which is interesting that you're deciding to marry and be with someone who's not your same race. I have no issue with interracial dating, but here's what I do have an issue with. Do not play the race card when it is convenient. You can't say to your partner, hey, do you know how that made me feel? If you haven't vetted your partner, if you haven't said, hey, what do you know about Black history? What do you know about the dichotomy of being Black throughout this country, throughout this nation, US, and throughout this world? What do you know about how Black men are perceived? What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Are you compassionate? Do you have empathy? All these fucking questions haven't been asked. Did he set her ass down and teach her some fucking Black history? I don't know. But what I do know is you cannot decide to be in an interracial relationship and then catch feelings because you find that your partner is biased. That don't make good sense. So if you know that, because this is deeply wounding to him, if you guys can watch this, please go back and watch it. If you know that this hurts you so deeply, then why would you be with someone that could possibly trigger that? And then if you go and watch her ass, she has no empathy behind it. He told her how she felt, how he felt. She immediately did what narcissistic people do. She immediately basically said, oh, well, I didn't know that was happening because in my culture, this is what happens. But see, that's the thing. You guys haven't even talked deeply enough about cultures and how that impacts your lives and the way in which you communicate and the way in which you deal with each other. So I have no issue with interracial dating, but playing the race card once your feelings have been hurt, that's kind of childish. Go ahead and chop this shit up earlier than that. Talk about the things that really could possibly bother you dating interracially, dating another race early on. Like, if you're going to do it all the way, or don't do it half-assed. And that's what you get. I love that he learned this lesson and learned it early.
To you is, when are you going to learn about my culture?
All right, here I am with another controversial opinion. Grab your popcorn. Now, let me just start this video by saying that brother is lost. Brother, pack your bags, go home. Mission failed. I don't know where you met this woman, but game over, bro. This man has like the lowest vibrational energy I have ever seen. Like, I don't know how long he's known her, but if you're just now at your life going, trying to find a wife in another country, right? Bro, they're going to look at the American standard, and they're going to look at you, and they're going to realize eventually that you're just not really up there as an American. He might have money, but she said he's fat. He kind of is. And, there's nothing wrong with being, fat. But, bro, if your girl's telling you that, I don't know, man. That's some internal stuff going on between you two. I've dated a few Asian women. I've dated everything, okay? I'm not one of those weirdos that only does it, you know. However, I have dated quite a few, you know, and you have to vet them right just as much as they're vetting you. So if you don't apply that initial pressure that you're a black man and that black culture is important to you, they're not going to respect it later down the line. So you have to make that very clear in the beginning, because they're going to make it clear to you that they want you to know their culture, right? But you have to assert that if I'm going to learn your culture, you have to also learn mine, and you guys have to come to a middle ground, right? And you know, there are cultural differences. I was talking to this Vietnamese girl, you know, and we admit there's cultural differences between us, and, you know, we're just taking it slow, trying to be friends and stuff, you know, working it out, you know, but it may or may not happen. And that's something that you have to accept if you're going to date outside of your race, especially a race that is so culture centered. Like, any Asian woman you meet is going to be centered around family, most likely, and just constantly trying to better themselves. And that's in my experience. Those are the Asian women that I've talked to. I don't know about everyone else, but yeah.
I'll give you an example. You call me fat and ugly in front of people.
So if the women in your own country consider you fat and ugly, the women in other countries consider you fat and ugly. And they'll say it to your face. So this is what I don't understand about some guys that go overseas and try to get women overseas. If you don't work on yourself first, then you're probably gonna be attracting someone that is only after your money. So work on yourself first. It doesn't matter if you're in the United States or if you're in Vietnam, Japan, China, or Colombia, or anywhere else. You need to work on yourself first.
My question to you is, when are you going to learn about my culture?
The only thing I have to say to someone like this is, do you not have social media? Do you not have YouTube? Do you not have Netflix where you watch series from Asian countries or African countries? Because these two, not all of them, I'm not talking about the whole of Africa, I'm talking about like Morocco, Egypt, you know. I don't know much about the rest because there's such a multitude of cultures there. But I'm talking about cultures like that where emotional damage, causing each other deliberate emotional damage, is the love language. Where you have parents come together, usually most of the time it's mothers, who hold a competition about whose child is the biggest disappointment, while the children are literally sitting there and supposed to be quiet. They do that with their spouses as well, where screaming at each other and fighting loudly is a form of passionate love between couples. I'm not talking about physical abuse. I'm talking about bashing each other. Kind of like a cute form of bullying each other, you know, is a form of love there. Why? Because everyone is emotionally dysfunctional. Everyone's just dysfunctional. So the only way they can express their love and vulnerability to each other is through mild, cutesy abuse. So, like, it's not a secret, it's not a mystery, and you should learn a bit about a place and their people before you go there, you know, to find yourself a wife or something. Like, what the hell? She's just being herself. Oh my god. Get yourself an American woman then. The heck.
I'll give you an example. You call me fat and ugly in front of people.
Okay, so boom, why is he pulling the victim card here, the race card? Where does she say black? She just called you fat and ugly because you're fat and ugly, not because you're black. Like, where does...
Could be, like, if we're alone and we're around family, We could make the jokes like that.
So basically, you are going to tell me that they are now realizing that the women they are seeking in those countries don't respect them? I mean, I understand that, you know, you may have a culture where teasing is a thing. I mean, I'm Ivorian, we tease each other, we tease people a lot in Ivorian culture. But calling someone fat, ugly, old, she does not respect you. And you know why she doesn't? Because you basically left your country to find a wife. So she's seeing you as a desperate human being that's super old, that's black. So you may have all the money you want in the world, but you're still a black person and people are still going to be racist to you. So what is that old black man doing here in my country trying to find a wife? He must be so desperate to the point where the woman in his country doesn't want to. So he comes in my country. So I'm the pride. I mean, I completely understand why she's acting this way. That was maybe a little bit too obvious on television. But I don't understand why he's surprised. He should be happy to even talk to someone. Oh, am I the one that's weird about it? Or
And give you an example. You call me fat and ugly in front of people.
Bro, look how she looking at him. Passport, bro. So this is all I got from this video. And first of all, I'm going to start by saying that, like, how do you not know what you are expecting or something? I mean, this woman called him old, ugly, fat in front of people. And he's all chilled and cool with it, like, or trying to say, you are this, when are you going to learn about my culture? Have you even started telling her about your culture? Does she even know anything about African American? Does she even know what happened? Like the things you have been through, what it's like? I don't understand, but I think these are the things you all are supposed to talk about. I mean, getting to know your history, your culture, and the rest of it. And she put that in front of people and she's saying, that cannot be joke, bro. So if you know what is good for you, pack your things and leave. And yeah, like the last lady said, she already think this man is desperate. Like, you know, I mean, someone that left how many continents to come to Asia and look for a wife and the rest of it. And this one is more like a failed passport, bro, because man, I don't see how somebody would want to, like, you know, want to sit back and talk about this after all he just experienced, because, like, you know, he saw it straight up. I don't know. I know people tease. I know people, like, you know, tell jokes and story, like, you know, mess around with their spouse or boyfriend, but not calling someone this kind of thing in front of the friends, like in front of other people, fat, ugly, this, that. Oh my goodness. And her face even shows that she is red to the, because, like, man, and that this boils down to, like, you know, look at it. He did not flare so much up when the lady said all that, because she is not black, right? What if that woman, what if she was a black, or if she were black? What would have a black person, what would have happened? I am sure that the internet is going to break, because they come, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, they come out here to, like, give us, like, you know, some kind of, I mean, give black women some kind of, and, like, I don't know, but they come out here to tell some nasty stories about them. But then they went overseas and someone else is calling him all this. If it were a black woman, I mean, the hell would have let loose and the rest of it. But now he is enjoying it because she is Asian. And that is something you all need to really sit down and, I mean, think about yourselves and the rest of it. Because, like, all this passport, bro, they are looking for traditional women. They are looking for this kind of women that will not talk, women that will not scream, women that will not raise their voices. They are looking for women that will take care of the kids. They are looking for a long time partner. They're not looking for somebody that is combative, competitive, blah, 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 and all that. Bro has seen it. And he's about to cry. I mean, this is just the beginning. There are so many stitches, like, some were like even not good. They were really laughing at him so bad. But then, man, that is the path he shows, because nobody actually asked him to fly from United States to Asian country looking for a wife and all that. I mean, why I did not put that video, the video has, it got copyright. So click on the link in the comment section to go watch it. So thank you all so much for the support, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.